If you like these videos, please check out my full course at www.lsat.totaltestprep.net with tons of clearly explained actual LSAT questions written by someone who's mastered test and helped others master it, and an evaluation period where you only pay if you want to continue.
Alright, so in this video we're going to cover relevance. So what is relevance? So what's the nature of relevance, and what does that mean for something to be relevant, and how does it appear on the test? Okay, so in terms of basic information, what does it mean for something to be relevant? Well, for these questions that deal with relevance, you can assume that all of the choices are true. So all of the answer choices are true. You're not trying to figure out, is it true, is it likely happen, etc. But only one of them will be relevant. And relevant means that the answer choice, it means rather the answer choice that is important for the argument. A relevant choice is one that is important. And an important choice will have an impact on the conclusion in the argument, and it would either make it more or less likely to be true. That fundamentally is what relevance is. It is the answer choice which leaves an impact on the conclusion in terms of making the conclusion more or less likely to be true. So how does relevance appear on the test? So what question types test for relevance? Well, relevance is tested for in two broad categories. So there's going to be questions that ask for an answer choice that strengthens the argument, and there's going to be questions that ask for an answer choice that weakens the argument. So those are the two basic categories. Strengthened question types ask for the answer choice that gives you more reason to accept the conclusion or to think that it's true. And so these include specifically general strengthened questions. So these questions ask for the answer choice that just makes the conclusion more likely, and then there's just a bunch of variations. We'll go over all of that. So that's one question type, the general strengthened questions. Then there's the principal questions, and so these questions also strengthen, but they ask for the principle. And we'll go in a lot more detail what all that means. We'll ask for a principle or a general rule, let's say, which ties together the premises and conclusion. And then there's the sufficient assumption questions. And so these questions ask for the missing information which bridges the gap between the premises and the conclusion. So these are the general strengthened question types. So that's the first category. Now, with respect to the weakened question types, they ask for the answer choice that gives you reason to reject the conclusion or to think that it's false or less likely to be true. And these include general weakened questions. So these questions ask for the choice that makes the conclusion less likely. Once again, there's a variety of variations. Paradox questions, and these questions ask for an answer choice which resolves a seeming contradiction between what your expectation and the reality is in the presented scenario. So these are weakened in a sense in which we'll go in a lot more detail when we do them, but these are also essentially weakened questions. Essentially, it comes down to you're looking for the answer choice that weakens your expectation. And then there's flaw questions. And so these questions ask for the answer choice which expresses the error, which presents what the error is in reasoning that the author makes in that argument. And then there's also a third question type which combines both strengthened and weakened aspects, and these are the evaluate questions. So these questions ask for the answer choice which presents a question. So answer choice is actually another question which raises a relevant issue for judging the strength of the argument. Okay, so these are the relevance questions, the weaken and strengthen, and their question type variations, and then variations within. And so as a quick summary here, relevance deals with information that's important for an argument, and the importance is determined in terms of strength or weakness.